Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. I'm just going to get Slate punched in so that we don't forget. And, I guess, I'm ready to solve it, aren't I? I'll give you just a couple quick updates as soon as we get this sucker solved. All right. That's a fairly favorable outcome. Once again, I'm always happy when we don't have that S because there's just too many of them and they create too many horrible traps. Now, again, I've mentioned this before. I did not bother trying to figure out what the next word would be when you get 3 light ups with one of them being green, because I figure at that point, why not just try to figure it out? This does look like it has a variety of options, however. That would be my only concern. So right off the bat, I'm thinking about a that would be a really, oh no, thankfully it's not algae because you have overlapping L's. Oh, thank goodness. Okay, so that makes me very happy because that means that the A will either go first or second. Let's explore A first, and let's put the L here and see what we could do with this. Not too much, I don't think. Not too much. Just quickly scanning the keyboard for any possibilities. No. Now, on the other hand, so I don't see that working too well. This, however, does work. And an immediate word that comes to mind, I see 2. Ample and agile. Ample and agile. I'm pretty sure we've had either ample or amply before, one of the two. I just can't remember which one. And it's definitely not aisle because we lost the S. So I'm liking ample or agile. A little bit of a preference towards agile for some reason, just because I think we've had one of the 2 ample type words. So why not just go with something fresh? And I do not believe we've had agile. Now, so that's great. And I do think that should be the only one. Yeah, I think that's the only one. Anyways, it's a strong guess. Let's now move over here and try this. So it's not false. It could be have. Have, as in to have something. Cut it in half. Oh, that's too bad. Could be have. Huh. That'd be funny for her to put 2 sort of like math-related words back to back. 9th, and then have. Wouldn't put it past her. All right. So we've got have there. I don't think have for some reason. I'm not leaning towards that whatsoever. Have I am. And let's just explore a few other options here. Oh, and then it could be ALUE. Oh, shoot. And then it could be like value. Well, that's okay because I'm kind of probably going to start off with agile first. Then if that doesn't work out, then we'll hopefully move over to this group. And unfortunately, then it wouldn't give me information on where that V would be located because it could be also value. I'm pretty sure we have value. Yeah. Oh, man. I'm telling you, these are not necessarily very favorable scenarios because they just create too many outcomes. All right, so we've got agile, then possibly the ample amply pair. And now we've got have and value. Nerve-wracking because I'm starting to assemble the results that we're going to look at tomorrow, guys. Can you believe it? That's what I wanted to mention, but I hit the enter button on Slate too soon. Yes, tomorrow I will have the results from February 1st through February 7th, all tallied up, and we are going to see who's in the first quarter leaderboard. all the way through. Okay, it's going to be very exciting. I'm pretty sure I'm going to set up a brand new format. I'm going to aim more towards a PowerPoint setup, which I think will look just, it gives you just more freedom in doing it. So I just think it'll look a little bit snazzier. Yeah, so it's going to be very exciting. I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you guys. Having said that, I sort of want to make a good showing for myself. This is creating a lot of options here. You know, okay, I am definitely going to go off grid on this one and get some letters evaluated. I think that's the secret. I do want to see what else. So we got to get the G for agile, something like an M and a P for the ample amply pair, and then the V. Yeah, that's going to be pretty strategic. Unfortunately, you can only put in so many consonants, right? Okay, but I don't want to I want to see what else there is here. I hope I'm getting close to the rest of my options. I hope that they're starting to run out. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to try to get a 3. That would be actually quite good considering how many options there seem to be here. I'm not going to waste too much more time on that. I think it's have or value. And then, of course, we have one more option to explore. Oh, man, and this could create quite a few as well, and that's this. Although maybe that's not as bad. Who knows? These are very tricky. Let's see here. I mean, what would go in that third spot? What kind of letter? Ooh, quite a few. Maybe like, oh, it could be maple. Maple sort of seems somewhat familiar. Oh, goodness. All right. I can't seem too many. I don't want to waste too much time trying to figure out that structure. Here's the bottom line. We want to look at maybe an M or a P for the ample amply thing, the G for agile, the V for value. On the other hand, the value would only show up if there's a U, so we could try U, in which case that would probably hint at the value because the V is going to be a harder letter to work with. And then we've got the have. I'm getting too greedy here. Could do something like grump. Wouldn't be terrible. Grump, I guess, wouldn't be terrible. Although the M would give me enough to figure. Oh boy, this is a hard one. Darn, this is a hard one. I don't think it's going to be a hard word per se, but it's just very tricky to try to go from that starter position to the answer. Oh boy, just thinking about if this gets me all my possibilities taken care of in one fell swoop. Probably not. Probably not. Grump. So G, agile. G should get me agile. M should get me the ample, would get me ample. And depending on where it goes, could get me maple. If I do grump, then it'll definitely get me, no, then it would still not show up in the right position. So I would still be stuck perhaps on maple and the other one, ample. U would help me get value. H would help me get the have. And either one of those should nail it, so I don't have to worry about the V, right? U, value, H, have. Yeah, I mean, this is actually not terrible. The problem is I just can't get a word with that H. That's too bad. I lose that information. Um, I lose that information. Yeah. On the other hand, if I do grump, the R seems kind of useless though. But probably be better off getting at least another vowel in there. Boy, this is a tricky one. This is super tricky. Darn. So MGU, I guess I could do without the H because U gets me value, and I can probably weasel myself to have some other way. So let's go with a, oh, I don't know. Could I sneak in a mogul? No, that doesn't really help because I want to get, if I do that, I want some better information on the L. MGU. Would O be helpful? I think I is a little bit more helpful. But I can't see a word to use there. Maybe I'm just going to do the grump after all, even though I just don't see the R working. Grimp. Oh. Ah, boy, this is a tough one. I guess grump is not terrible. Again, the G would help me get agile. The R, I don't think that really helps whatsoever. The U would help me get the value. The M helps me get the M and the P. If they both light up, I'm gonna. It's that could still be maple or ample. Let me see if there's a way I could rearrange these just to get better positional on that one. Boy, this is actually one of the most, this is one of the trickiest ones so far in terms of just getting exactly the right letters to try to narrow this down. And again, these letters are under the assumption that I've, done a decent job, but I mean, you can only get so many, right, guys? Yeah, if I could only get the, that P for ample or maple. So maybe I really want the M up front. Oh, man. I feel like I'm really losing it here. Oh. Morgue. Oh, goodness. Morgue. I don't even know if that's a word. M up front. That would help. That would ensure maple. Okay, what is morgue a word? No, it's not. Oh, no, this is so tricky. And it's because of you guys, because you're so darn good. I can already tell I've already just done the first 2 days worth, and some of you are just already, so far ahead. And, it's as a result, I really have to try to nail this thing. And once again, as luck would have it, I have a student coming at 7. However, right now it's 6:20, so I don't think this is going to take 40 minutes, but darn, this is hard. Oh my goodness. All right, so one more time. We got to get the M, we got to get the G, we've got to get a U in there. I mean, I just don't know if those 3 are enough, and I really have to get good position on them. All right, what if I did... What about this mogul I was talking about? Let me think about that. So U is great for value. The L is just, unfortunately, it's kind of useless. That's really unfortunate, but that's the best I can do. M lights up, it's probably going to be maple. If it's yellow, we can switch over to probably ample. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's terrible. Let's not waste time. Let's go with that. All right, so what's going on here? So then that must mean we could do have, right? It must mean that we could do have. Halve. It's not have. Oh my goodness. Now I have to really try to stay focused and not lose it here and try to get a 4. I knew that streak of 3s was going to end. I think I had like either 4 or 5 of them. Oh, what a disaster. I guess what happens is I just, when you overlook a few, that's what can really kill you. All right. Well, darn it. And have I positioned these? Yes. We know the A is first. All right. So we kind of have at least this structure. Oh, I must have missed. Oh, so it's ample. No, it's not ample because we don't. Is it apple? Have we not had apple yet? I have to be very careful here. So it's definitely not ample. Maybe I'm thinking of apply. Maybe we had apply and not the apple. Because I can't think of anything else that would work there. Not good, not good, not good, not good. I would not be, I certainly would be totally fine with that if it was any other situation, but when I'm competing against the best wordlers, seriously, guys, I'm not, just saying it, but some of the best wordlers on the planet, the 4 is not going to cut it. Apple's a funny word. I mean, you just have to be lucky to get those P's locked in pretty quickly. And the structure is maybe slightly unusual with a vowel at the front and the vowel at the end. Oh, I'm so upset and that also is just such a long video. I didn't really play that too great. I got a little unlucky, I guess. Oh, shoot. And if only I had gone with the grump rather than that stupid mogul. Grump would have gotten me, oh, well, I never thought about that. So let me see. If I'd gone with grump, obviously the P would have been yellow. And I would have said, okay, so there's no M. And then maybe I guess I could have weaseled my way into apple and got it in 3. Yeah, grump I guess should have been better, but I don't know. Half a dozen of one, 6 of the other. What can you do? All right, not the end of the world. Hopefully, Apple will. I hate to say this, guys, but hopefully Apple will also give you equal trouble. I hope so, so that it'll just help preserve a decent standing for me. I'm going to be extremely excited to make it to the top 10. I really am. All right, so yeah, I guess we'll just do a quick Squirtle, and then I will be on my merry way. Ooh, man. Here we go with Squirtle, guys. Sorry again for the super long video, but you did enjoy, of course, me struggle on that one. Definitely you enjoyed seeing me struggle, and for those of you who got it in 2 or 3, know how good it feels to see me get it in 4. All right, come on, admit it. So here we go. Squirtle time. The answer was apple, and that was pretty bad of me. I don't know what it's going to do because I don't know what the second word is. I actually think it might still go with 4. I think it's going to require a little bit of struggle on Squirtle's part. I hope it's 4 because that's, kind of a decent benchmark. Slate, oh, it goes with ladle. Aha. Oh, I'm typing in Squirtle's path, my bad. But here, I'll just do it anyway. Oh, well, look at that. It took Squirtle 5, guys. Look at that. It took Squirtle 5. Isn't that something? So now I do want to redo mine and see what, if I could have done better. But it took Squirtle 5. So maybe 4 is not terrible after all. Okay? Let's clear that out. And let's just do mine. So I did slate. Then I did that pretty cheesy mogul. And then after that, I did my, and then I thought it was have. I just went straight for the kill. And then, oh, and it could have been ankle. I didn't even think about that. And then I went with apple. Oh, man. So, yeah. Yeah. So basically, I guess I should consider myself lucky. What other options did I have after have? Ankle, apple. Those are the only 2 that look somewhat like, legitimate to me. Oh, well, there you have it, guys. I guess I'm okay. I guess I'm sort of okay with today. Um, yeah, I think I'm at peace. I think the thing that bothers me is that just took so darn long, and I don't think I fully optimized that second word. But I think it was the best I could do to go off grid. I definitely wasn't thinking of ladle. No way. No way. And obviously, it wouldn't have really helped tremendously because it took Squirtle 5 shots. Oh, my goodness. Well, there you have it, guys. Okay. But here's the good news. The good news is that we are going to have an awesome video tomorrow, no matter what my result is, whether it's good or bad. We will immediately then dive right into the standings. So you must promise to stay with me for the full video. I will still try to keep it reasonable, not like 20 minutes, but we've got I think we're up to 66 participants. Can you believe it? That's a lot of people, and I want everybody to be recognized equally. Okay, so we're going to start at the very top, and we'll work our way down so that everybody gets the chance to see where they are and what kind of position they're in and what kind of effort needs to be done in order to catapult themselves to a higher position. It's going to be very exciting. I'm really looking forward to it, guys. And of course, with that in mind, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.